What's up, everybody? I'm Blessed and Free. Welcome back to another episode of DOC TV. So I'm sure some of you guys recognize this guest. He's been on before. He's done time in the federal prison system. He is a SURENO. For people that don't know what that is, that's a big ass gang in the federal prison system and out west. So he's back on the channel. And man, we left off with what was the craziest thing out of your whole time incarcerated and, just your life in general was the craziest shit that you went through.
What I'm going to get into is, as far as violence, we all been to prison. You guys know the stories. It's just going to be a same old routine story. So what I'm going to get into is the start of the pandemic. So
in prison.
Right. So I was in the SHU when the pandemic hit. So all I remember is they start handing out masks and we're like, well, what's going on? And you know how some of the CEOs, they'll break you off a little bit of information, but they're not going to give you the whole spiel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they bird feed you.
Oh, straight up. And they kind of lead you on. And then we don't have no radios or anything to the outside world. So our mind is the only news we're getting, you know what I mean? And talking amongst ourselves.
And that news coming from the guards is all probably opinionated shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody developed their own mind state on what they thought of it. But anyways, so what were they telling you?
So they were telling me, oh man, shit's crazy out here. Everything's shut down.
That's the truth.
Yeah, see, I didn't know. Toilet paper's going crazy. You know what I mean? We have a curfew unless you're a certain type of worker. And this is like nationwide. And we're like, well, what's going on? They're like, well, we can't tell you no more. And I remember this was like on a Tuesday. But the weird thing about the whole situation is this is before America had the whole information about it. This was I think it hit in March for everybody in America. This was I say the beginning of February, the end of January for us.
Bro, check this out. So my wife is a nurse at the hospital, right? She's an ultrasound tech, and she brought home this bottle. It was like this cleaning shit that they have to use in the hospital. And on the back of it, on the label, you know how it says what this shit will, it'll kill bacteria, kill this. It said coronavirus on it.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, what? So that's crazy that you're bringing that up because I think that, I don't know, man. Shit was definitely weird how it all went down.
You know, when our mind, after I get out, I'll get into that later. But in my mind and my cellie's mind, we're thinking martial law type shit. You know what I mean? We didn't know what was going on. So this was on a Tuesday. Yeah, we were in the SHU, and I remember they were like, "Chow," we're getting up. And we're like, hey, do we got yard today? And why didn't you pass through? Remember, I told you how we have to flip on the lights. We had to be up early. We putting our fingers up on how many? Like, no, yard is shut down. There's no movements. And we're like, until further notice. And we're like, what are you talking about? So we're thinking we're getting our normal breakfast, and they start handing us a box lunch. And we're thinking, oh shit, we're slammed down because something popped off in the yard, right? Yeah. Well, with our box lunch, we're getting a face mask, bro. And we're like, what the hell's this for? They're like, just put it on. It's mandatory. We're like, fuck this. Just throw it under our pillow. They pass by. You know how it is. Count time will be on. Yeah, we're getting a box lunch. We're getting one slice of cheese, two slices of cheese, a little packet of juice. You know how that is. 4 pieces of bread and 1 piece of meat. And we're getting this 3 times a day, bro.
Golly, bro.
Oh, we're starving. You're already hungry all up in the SHU. You know how it is, bro. No commissary, but
you're not in canteen then.
Nothing. All we get is not even soap, bro. All we were able to get is cards, stamps, a book of stamps, fucking we call it SHU candy, the cough drops and shit. Stocked up on some cough drops and Tylenol, shit like that, bro, or shower shoes. That's it, dog. It was very limited. I say there was 15 things on there, and it was all just for headaches and cream, shit like that. It had nothing to do with any food, no coffee.
That's the universal medicine, bro, in the chain gang is fucking ibuprofen or Tylenol. You go there with a fucking staph infection, they're like, oh, you're good. Here's some ibuprofen. Go back to the dorm.
Oh, straight up. You get stabbed off the yard. Here you go. Have some ibuprofen.
Yeah, that shit's crazy,
stupid, man. I don't understand that. So this is going on, right? No mail. We wasn't getting mail because they're saying, you know how it is, that everything is contaminated, so they can't pass out mail, even though that's our right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm in the SHU. This is going on for 3 weeks where we're getting these boxed lunches.
What's like going on amongst like the convicts in there? Like, what's everybody like saying to each other? Like, are they ready to pop it off? Because this shit like's
Oh,
crazy.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
what
my
I'm.
homies, yeah, so we start fishing each other and like, hey, we're boarding up. Fuck this, you know what I mean? We want to know what's going on. And so we're setting up a time to board up. And if anyone don't know what that is, we cover the little window on there. And if they can't see you, they're going to come in. And they're going to check on you. You know what I mean? So it just causes a lot of grief. So all the homies are in my car, we were all going to board up at the same time. We were getting the white boys on with us. Everyone was just on the same team. Is in the same state of mind at that point. We're starving.
So when it pops off in what federal prison are you in when all this shit's going down?
I'm in Lompoc, California.
You're a Sereno. So when it goes down in prison, like this type shit or like beef, are you in the whites like usually the first to like click up together?
I'm going to say as far as where I was at, I don't know. Every institution could be different, but usually, yeah, we're cool whites. You know what I mean? But sometimes there's issues too. You know what I mean? It just depends on the situation, the money flow. If everyone's getting along at that time.
Money with anyone's issues, bro.
Oh, yeah, straight up. You know what I mean? But for the most part, yeah. Like when I got out of the SHU, I actually was sold up with the white boy. You know what I mean? Good people from Las Vegas. We're seeing this. What's up, my boy? Miss ya. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, bro. He's from Las Vegas. So, yeah, we were usually good with them. I always did business together. You know how it is. So 3 weeks is going on this whole thing. Some of the CEOs, they're pretty cool. They'll talk to you, give you a little more info than what the normal CEO would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're telling us, man, this shit's crazy. Everyone's on lockdown. The streets are dead. There's no telling us about the food, everyone hoarding everything. And we're like, fuck, man, we get worst case scenario in our mind. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking I need to get hold of my family. I'm sending out letters, but I ain't getting nothing back. They're like, well, there's mail here, but there ain't no one in the mail room to hand out fucking mail. We're like, well, that's our right. You know what I mean? Yeah, but we don't want to contaminate anything. So we start hearing about.
I can't even imagine how the prison guards were. Like, I didn't even think until you brought it up. But like, for me on the streets, to find toilet paper, like fucking 409 and all that type shit was like impossible at some points. And it's almost like that in prison normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get a roll of toilet paper, they act like you're asking for the keys to the gate or some shit.
Well, you better buy that shit.
Yeah. 99 cents, man, for a roll. I remember when they were passing them out for like, it was nothing. Now they're fucking making money. But I didn't even think about that until you brought it up, man. So you like were literally going through it in there with the food. Like, I can't imagine that being 3 times a day. I'm used to that. Like, as like a work crew, you get a bag lunch or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
no, it was 2 times a day. And 2 times a day, and then but that was the first 3 weeks. It was 3 times a day. It was either a peanut butter and jelly, or peanut butter, I should say, no jelly.
It's like that. 20 pounds later.
Yeah, dog. And I mean, we're starving. I was getting at the point. I was getting at the point where I'm looking at my celly's food like, fuck, I'm ready to. You know what I mean? I want to eat it. And this guy had the most mindset of stashing his food, bro. I didn't have that.
I can't do that, bro.
I couldn't either, dog. There was no, so in my car, there's mandatory workout. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is.
On that
program or not? No, bro, we didn't do, some of them did.
Yeah.
I'm asking the homie, hey, do I have to work out? They're like, hey, if you can, get it done. It's mind over, you got to be stronger than that. We're in prison. You got to have that mindset. You're a fucking soldier. I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? So I'm still working out, even though it wasn't doing me any good. I guess it was just the whole routine and keeping it strong in the dome, you know what I mean? Getting that frustration out. So my celly's just packing food, bro. And I'm like, fuck. And he was a good dude. He would break me off, bro, even though we're starving, you know what I mean? I'm a chunky dude, you know? You know what I'm saying? So say after 3 weeks, they start opening up selective kitchen workers. So we start getting 1 in breakfast and 1 hot lunch, and then 1 during fucking for dinner time, another box lunch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're bunked up, and I say this is about the mid 3rd week, and they're like, everyone on this wing, pack your shit, you're getting moved. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? I owe 60 more days of the SHU. You know what I mean? Where the fuck am I going? So they're like, we're clearing this whole thing out. We're putting either new people that are coming in from transport, because they shut that down too, bro, for a long time. Either that or everyone getting sick in the main line, they're sticking over there to quarantine.
How are the guards like? Because I know anytime shit pops off in prison, the guards are always like, you know, fucking RoboCop. How are they like reacting towards you guys? Like, because a normal person would see you on 3 sandwiches a day or whatever it was and be like, damn, man, like that's crazy. I feel bad for this dude. You know what I mean? Were they like that? Or were they like, yeah, eat your shit and shut the fuck up type shit?
It depends who it was. There's some cops that fucking will come through, throw you an extra sack lunch. It depends. It was hit and miss, bro. Some of them don't give a fuck. Some of them are cool as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just depends who it was. You know what I mean? So sometimes I scored an extra lunch, and I would have to with my cellie, you know, mandatory. You got to take care of your cellie. That's your fucking partner right there. You know, maybe I say 2 days out of the week, we get an extra lunch.
That's what's up.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was gold in there. So we're packing up, and then we're like, where are we going? And they're like, you know what? So there's an old part of the prison. They had only, I think there's 8 units, and I think there was like 5 of them that were active in Lompoc, the high medium I was in, right? So they have the old part of the prison. This prison's fucking old, dog. I'm talking old as fuck, like in the 30s, maybe later 40s.
Damn.
No, there's no AC, dog. The windows, you open your window, that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how it is in Florida too. I know exactly what you mean. That shit's rough,
bro. It's hella rough. So what they started doing was they're putting us in the old side of the prison. And this is after the pandemic hit already full blown. So we're talking like mid-March.
Damn.
So they're putting all the SHU inmates in this one wing, right? And you know how there's 3 different compounds on this prison. There's a camp, a low, and the high medium. It was so bad in this prison that they took everyone that wasn't sick or on quarantine and put us in this certain housing. And they mixed fucking custody levels. So they'd be the higher risk, you know, us on top, the low on the middle, and the fucking campers in the bottom, bro. And yeah, dog. And we're thinking if they crack these fucking gates, it's on and cracking. I've been waiting to get one of them. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of chomos on the lows, bro. The camp are usually solid, but the lows are usually where the rats are, and a lot of chomos. No disrespect to the solid ones, it's not like that. I'm just saying for the most part. And then the news hits, and we're finally getting to call our family. And they're like, what's going on? Where have you been? We're like, well, what's going on with you, you know? So they're telling us, in our mind, it's the worst thing to ever hit, which I guess it still is. But the prison hit the news. Lompoc was the number 1 in the whole country at the beginning of the pandemic as far as deaths, validated cases.
Like you're talking about inmates killing inmates type shit?
No, I'm talking about on the pandemic and people dying and getting sick.
Oh, so they were number 1, like in the most like recent deaths that were COVID related. Okay.
Yep. And so that hit. I'm trying to remember everything part by part. My bad if I'm kind of messing up, bro. You're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, I got you.
I remember that happened, and they started saying, who wants to be an inmate worker? The lower are going to clean the corridor. The camp's going to go do the outside cleaning and all the halls and all that shit, you know, medical room. And the medium's going to go in the kitchen. So we're like, fuck yeah, there's our money. You know what I mean? We'll do that. So we're going to start feeding the whole 3 prisons, like all 3 custody levels, right? So nothing got cleared up, bro. It got so bad in there, they had to build a hospital. Well, they had an old part of the building. You know where they pay you to work? I forgot the name of it.
Pride?
I think it's called, I don't remember the name of it, dog. It was abandoned, dog, for years, and they built a hospital there. They gutted it out and built literally a nice hospital with doctors that was not COs, nurses that was not COs. It was crazy, dog, and we're talking fully staffed 24 hours a day.
So what is the state of the mind of like the average inmate now after you guys have talked to your family and you realize like, you know, they're building fucking hospitals in the middle of this prison? Like, are you guys like freaking out at this point?
Some wasn't taking it serious. Some of us were taking it serious. We didn't know what to think, dog. We did not know what was going on, bro. A lot of us were more confused, didn't really bring it up. We're still in prison. We got to hold it down. We still got a program. We're still trying to keep our mind right as far as being there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous. I think most of us that were nervous and freaked out was for our families because we don't know what's going on or what to expect. You know, a lot of us have moms, wives, kids. We don't want to get a fucking letter or a phone call. Hey, you know, someone's passed away, which a lot were, bro. There's a lot of people in there that had their moms and dads were older and passed away. You know what I mean? So a lot of pissed off people, a lot of people having bad days. You know how that is in the prison.
Yeah, man, that's tough days right there.
It was hard time, bro. It was really hard. But then we get this letter passed out saying, look, if you've done more than 60% of your time, we're going to kick you out. You know, we're thinking,
that's what's up.
Yeah, dog, we're thinking, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Well, it didn't hit the medium yet. This was at the camp first. And then it hit the medium.
Isn't that
low.
crazy, bro? How they'll let
dog.
a show, you know, what out. I don't want to say that because YouTube don't like it, but that's just so fucking crazy to me, man. Like you're in there on some petty ass drug trafficking shit. First time you've been in federal prison, you were what, like 36?
37 now. Yeah.
Right. But Billy Bob down the street blowing little Timmy is out fucking finding his next victim and you're stuck in prison. That's why I do what I do, man. So I'm glad you brought that up, bro. But how long was it until you got your early release due to the 60% taking effect?
Okay, so we're talking, this is, so 3 weeks in the SHU, and then I say 6 weeks in this new place, being a kitchen staff worker. And then I say I got hold of my counselor finally, and he goes, hey, check this out. I'm going to put in for your word for house arrest or halfway house. I was like, fuck yeah. But he goes, oh, wait a minute. You have a warrant standing out there in fucking Idaho. So I'm not going to be able to send you. You can't go. You're going to have to do your time, see if they're going to transport you. I said, it's a fucking misdemeanor. What does it matter? You know what I mean? They're like, no, the halfway house is not going to take you. So I'm like, man, fuck, you know, that my luck. Of course it's my luck, bro. So I get on the horn now. I tell my mom, hey, do me a favor. Can you find out what I need to do to get this warrant squashed, whatnot? So I write a letter. Oh yeah, my counselor gives me a paper to fill out. I forgot what it was, saying I'm incarcerated. That's why I missed my court date. You know how it is.
Yep.
So I get this letter.
Crazy, bro. Listen, the people don't know about this shit, bro. So listen, he's in federal prison. He's doing his bid. He has a misdemeanor warrant because he didn't go to court because he was in federal prison doing his bid. And now you can't get out of federal prison because their dumbasses didn't notify the county that you had the warrant in. So now you're doing time on the house because of these fuck boys that won't do their shit right. Man, this is crazy. This is what I want to expose, all this shit. It happens all the time and people don't realize the wheels of justice, bro, are in fucking slow-mo.
Like, you have no idea, man, what slow time is. Like, these guys don't give a fuck. Like, I'm telling you guys on the real, man, you sit there, I'm going to get out. Hey, telling everybody, hey, bro, they just passed my halfway house. And then I say 2 weeks later, when you already sent the letter out, everything's going through good. Then your counselor says, oh, you have a warrant. I forgot to tell you. I've known this for fucking 10 days. And it's like, well, why didn't you tell me? Well, you think you're my only fucking person I got to worry about? It's like, all I see you do is sit on the fucking phone. What are you talking about, man? Yeah, they don't give a shit, bro. You know what I mean? So what I did was I got hold of my mom to see what this was. Because, of course, your loved ones in the outside are the only ones going to handle business for you. That's all you got when you're down. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting on 5 grams of meth in the federal penitentiary when these guys are hitting kilos, dog, pounds. You know what I mean? I'm like the lowest man on totem pole. Like, why the fuck am I here to begin with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excited. My kids are excited. Nothing happens. You got a warrant. I get a letter in the mail saying from the judge with the misdemeanor saying, no, your warrant's not active. I'm not dropping it. What? So I'm getting my whole hopes and dreams are down the shithole, right? I tell my mom, she's like, look, I already went and talked to them. I just, all they want is a fine paid. And I was like, I just got a letter like last week saying that they're not going to drop it. She goes, yeah, because they wanted a fine paid. I said, well, why didn't they put that? Because they don't give a shit. So they want you in there in prison with your mind fucked up. It's a mind game. You know what I mean? So my mom's in there like, I already paid your the fine. You're good. There's no more warrant. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I go fill out a kite to talk to my counselor again, which that could take 2-3 weeks with his slow ass. You know what I mean?
Oh, fucking slow.
So I'm like, fuck, dog. And then this is the pandemic time, so they're even slower. This guy's being a regular.
Bro, you're going through it, dog.
I'm going through it, dog. It was crazy, bro. So I'm sitting there like, fuck, and he never came and responded. So we're 6 weeks in, and they're tell all the guy, they call out certain names. Hey, you're going back to the main line. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going back to where I belong. You know what I mean? So I get in there, I see my counselor, and this is around, I say, middle of July, bro, 2020.
Right around the corner, man. So you're fresh out, bro. Like, I'm literally
fresh out, dog. I just came out a year. September 5th was a year of regular probation for me. I just had my anniversary, dog.
That's what's up, bro. Well, big salute to you, bro. Yeah, bro. We just got to keep going, man. That's the key, is consistency. Yeah. How long did you stay in prison from the time your classification or counselor officer told you that you had this warrant? Like, how much dead time did you do on the house?
90 days.
90 days. 1 day's too long for that shit, bro.
Bro, 10 minutes is way too long, dog. You know what I mean? You don't owe that. I don't want to serve it. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. So when you got out, man, like, I know you were fucking happy and everything, but you got out and kind of got put into another stressful situation because COVID's out here now too, and all the shit that was going on, and you're fresh out of prison on top of that. So how have you adjusted, man, after, doing your bid and coming home?
So I got out on house arrest, right? Like I said, when the COs release you, they take you to a bus. I just remember him saying, I'll see you in 6 months. And in my mind, I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. So I get off the bus, end up in Boise, Idaho, put my ankle monitor on, and they let me go home. They gave me house arrest. I didn't have to go to the halfway house. I'm like, cool. Well, my stupid ass, bro, I'm going to keep it 100 with everybody because that's what I want to do. So I'm on house arrest for a month, and I relapse.
Damn, bro.
So I'm relapsing, dog. Just being stupid, I guess. I don't know what it was. And so they arrested me at the halfway house, found me at work, and I'm working, I'm doing my thing. I'm thinking I'm diluting my UAs like a dumbass. You know how it is when you're fucking around thinking anything's going to work. They arrest me, right? But I only had to serve 30 days at halfway house because I lost all my good time for being in the SHU and all that shit, right? And this was already the third weekend in my halfway house, and I'm using every day. I'm going to keep it G, dog. So I'm using.
What, meth?
Yep.
You're not tweaking out, like you're just doing a little bit to give you energy.
Dude, I'm talking 2-3 hits and I'm fucking boom, you know what I mean? I'm going to work because I don't have an excuse. I fucked up, bro.
You were hired in giraffe pussy.
Yeah, I guess that's what it was, dog. It's just being dumb, dog. Honestly, on the real.
When did that? So that happens a lot, man. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people go to prison because of drugs. I don't care what anybody says. 80% of the people. I have an episode dropping about this, but so like when you first did the drug, like how long was it until that drug fully like took control of you? Because that's what they do, man. Like, you know what I mean? You literally are a slave to them.
Dude, it's right when I got out, bro, and I took that hit, it was like I never went to prison. It just picked up where I left off, honestly. But I'm on house arrest, so I couldn't leave, right? But check this out. There's a twist to the reason why I'm telling you this. Right. So my release date is September 5th, like I said, right? They picked me up, I say August 28th. And I know, or no, the fuck no, it's the very last day of August. And I'm knowing in my head, okay, you guys can't keep me here. I am going to get released, so we're going to give you a shot. I'm thinking you can't give me a shot to lose good time. I served all my good time. Fuck you. You know what I mean? I knew this. So they're like, they put me in jail. I'm in county for 5 days. The thing that hurt me the worst is I'd have to answer to my mom that was taking care of my kids. I'm a single dad, have my daughter since day one, been raising her, you know what I mean? And she ain't got a mom, you know what I'm saying? So my mom's putting in all this work, and she has two of my daughters at the time. So I'm thinking, fuck, I got to man up and tell my mom now. And I'm lying to her. I didn't get high, whoop-de-woo. You know how it is, because I'm embarrassed more than I am anything. So they're saying
right there. That's some real shit you said.
I'm just being real, dog. You know what I mean? And so I didn't even want to call my mom.
Some people ain't ready for that realness, bro, because there's so many fucking fake ass people. So I salute you, bro, because I'm like you, bro. I don't got nothing to hide. Like, I want you to know my struggles. That's how we relate. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, dog. Straight up. And that's what it's all about. If I ain't real with you, I think the viewers they're gonna eat me alive, and I think they know that. They know real from fake. You know what I'm saying? So do you. So they were gonna give me a shot to try and take good away time, and they couldn't. So they released me, right? And this is where my life changed, dog. And this is where they say that you can't beat drugs. It's a state of mind, and then it's the thing of, do you want to do it or you don't want to do it? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I get released, and my PO's the one that took me to jail from the get. And he comes to my house, right? And he's like, "Are you gonna be a fucking problem for me?" Straight up, dog. And I'm like, "Nah, I'm done." He goes, "Yeah, I just don't see that. You're already getting high. You've been out fucking a month. I already put you in jail." He goes, "You beat the system. You're lucky they didn't take you back to prison." And I ain't gonna argue with them about like they can't. My release date was the 5th. I didn't have good time left. You know what I'm saying? He goes, "Well, now you're out on probation. Now I can send you back to prison." I said, "Well, I'm done now. I got it out of my hair. I'm not going to let my mom, my kids down again. I'm done." And he's like, "We'll see. We will see." And I said, "I'm working. I'm still working." He goes, "Keep doing what you're doing." I said, "Hey, I got a license. Am I allowed to drive?" He goes, "Yeah, you're allowed to drive." Send me in the license plate, all that, your driver's license. So I got a car, dog. You know what I mean? My dad blessed me with the car. I didn't come out with shit. You know how it is. My mama even had to buy me my boxers and my socks. That's just the way it is, dog. I didn't have a penny. I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean?
That's how 95% of people come out of prison, man.
Straight up, dog.
And I came out like that too. And luckily for me, I had, my grandparents that really helped me a lot. But I can't imagine, bro, not having anybody. Now I don't have anybody. I don't have a dad. I don't have a mom. Like they're dead. That for me was really like, yo, I don't have a fucking safety net. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's going to be there. That was scary for me, man.
It's scary, dog. And I had to, well, I guess what fucked me up is I had to tell my 17-year-old daughter, like, she's tired of this shit. She's probably listening to me right now, but she was tired of it. And I didn't want to disappoint her again. She was going through her shit when I went to prison. And I promised her, this won't happen again. If you change your life, I'll change my life. And so I had to tell her I got high, I didn't even want to see her. I wanted to stay in jail, tell you the truth, because the disappointment's worse. So I get out of jail, bro, and I start working, and I was done. I haven't got high since. My PO asked me all the time, "How did you do it?" I said, "I made up in my mind that I'm done, and I work, and I'm sober, and I got plans. I got goals, and I want to help people that have the struggle that we have, and tell them if I could do it, anyone in this fucking world could do it. Believe that." You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Well, I know you made a YouTube channel, and you're going to start putting out content and shit. So why don't you tell the people now how they can find you on YouTube? So
my YouTube channel is called Real Life TV. I already have a couple videos on there. I put the part 1 of this one on there. I'm going to be doing reviews on Jordans, telling prison stories just like him. Hopefully one day start the interview process like he's doing. You're my mentor, bro. I thank you for everything you're doing for me. I want to reach out to people in the struggle that's getting high, that's, depressed and have anxiety, need a job. It's all state of mind, bro. Just hit me up. I'm sure Josh will get to you too. If there's a will, there's a way. I've accomplished a lot since I've been out. Brand new car, got my kids. I have a great job, bro. Hopefully this YouTube thing takes off. I want to open up a shoe store. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got some raw kicks, bro.
Yeah, dog. That's my goal, bro.
Yeah, I'll put a link to your channel in the description of this video. So if you guys want to go check him out on YouTube, man, go subscribe to him. He's a small time guy right now trying to make it up the YouTube ranks, and that shit ain't easy. So, holla at your boy, support him, subscribe. If you guys are new and you're tuning in, man, also subscribe to this channel. This is the kind of content we cover. I just want to thank you for coming on the show, man. You're a real ass dude, bro. And I see that. So, and I appreciate that because that's rare these days. So you want to give a shout out to anyone?
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to my homie, to all the homies out there in prison. Keep your head up. There's always a second chance out there. To you, Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. Thank you. You both put me on the map. I want to say thank you to both of you, my family. Just give me a chance on this YouTube. I'm going to bring heater content to you. I hope that you interview me in 6 months and my channel's taking off, dog.
Yeah, bro. I hope that too, man. Big salute to you, bro, and good luck with your journey, man. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Do your boy solid. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And with that, it's DOC TV, and we're out.